Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Sending that right foot back. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Alexis Fit Yoga. I'm so very glad that you've decided to join me today. Today's class, we're going to be focusing on moving the lymphatic system around and debloating through the body. So go ahead and roll out your mats and we'll begin. Bringing the feet in for our mountain pose. We can either have them underneath the hips or bring the feet all the way together, finding a space that is comfortable for you and your body today. We'll pick up the shoulders, roll them back and down, gently pulling the chin in towards the chest so we're stacked from the very top of the head all the way down through the heels. Pressing down through the toes and taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. With our next breath in, we'll take the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the hands to the shoulders. We're going to find a swimming motion with the upper body. So trying to keep the hips where they are, squared off to the top of the mat. Just moving the core, the shoulders, the back. Switching directions, swimming the elbows back, behind, and then out in front. Taking both elbows back and around, moving them in the same way. Switching directions, moving both elbows together, forward. Good, and inhale takes the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan diving the chest forward, forward fold. Inhale, half high, engaging the core, lengthening through the top of the head. Exhale to fold. We'll drop the chin towards the chest, the top of the head towards the floor, allowing the upper body to be heavy. You can nod the head yes, shake the head no. You can wiggle out or sway the body. With another inhale, finding a half high. Exhale, forward fold. Dropping the hands down towards the floor, taking them out to the sides, reverse swan diving the arms, lifting them all the way up to the ceiling as we stand tall. Exhale, bringing the arms down. We'll take the arms around behind the back so we can interlock the fingers or grab for opposite elbows. Pulling the arms together so we're squeezing the shoulder blades into the spine, gently lifting the chest up a little bit taller. Now we can find a little side stretch, circling or twisting to one side, the other. Releasing the arms for a second, taking them out in front and giving the body a nice squeeze. Dropping the chin to the chest and rolling the spine. Inhale, lifting the eyes, taking the arms back around behind again, interlocking the fingers or grabbing for the elbows. This time we're going to swan dive or soften the chest forward for our forward fold, keeping those shoulder blades pulled in, lifting the arms away from the body, and softening the chest forward. Inhale, half high, bringing the hands towards the body before slowly releasing them down in front, putting a micro bend to the knees so that we can soften the abdomen towards the knees. So putting as much bend here as you need, sending the tailbone back behind, softening the chest. We'll move our left hand in towards center with a big breath in, taking the right arm up to the ceiling as we press down through the right leg. So we're getting a little bit of twisting through the body. Back through center, replacing the left with the right hand. Inhale, taking the left arm up, pressing down through the left leg. And back through center again. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Dropping the hands down to the floor and stepping the feet back, we'll find a plank pose. Spreading the fingertips out nice and wide, pressing down. We'll lower to the mat. You can either drop the knees down or you can shift forward, elbows in, chaturanga to lower. Taking the hands to the outer top of the mat, taking them past shoulder distance apart. And with our inhale, tenting on the fingertips, lifting the chest. Exhale to soften. Two more like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. Pulling the shoulders, the hands under the shoulders, pressing up and back to a child's pose. So it's up to you whether you'd like to have the legs together from the knees to the toes, or if you'd rather have the knees apart, toes together for a wide-legged child's pose. But if you are wanting to focus more on the debloating aspect, having the legs together, having something to press back on the abdomen will be more helpful than having the knees apart, although that may be more comfortable. With an inhale, we'll slowly start to lift the chest up, walking the hands in so we can sit on the heels for a second or two, stretching the fronts of the knees, the tops of the legs, the tops of the feet. Walking the hands out, and we'll lower to our abdomen again. Now for the next part, you may want a pillow or a block, so feel free to pause the video and grab a prop. But we're going to find a twist laying here. Pulling our left knee up at a 90-degree angle. We're going to thread our right arm over towards the left side. Taking the left arm up and over and twisting open. See, now this is where having that prop useful or handy may come in to help. You would put it underneath your left shoulder to help stabilize you in this pose. We'll slowly start to roll back to our abdomens, flattening down to the floor, taking the left knee back and around. And we'll do the other side. Taking the right knee to that 90-degree angle, threading the left arm through, opening up the right shoulder. Rolling back through center again. Laying flat on the floor, taking the fingertips up past the top of the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, soften. 2 more. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, soften. And 1 more. Bringing the hands under the shoulders and up to a tabletop. So knees will be under hips, wrists under shoulders. With an inhale, taking the eyes and the tailbone up, dropping the stomach towards the floor. Exhale, curling in towards center, tucking the chin and the tailbone under and arching up through the mid-back. Back and forth. We'll move with the breath. Noticing if there's any other wiggling out that your body's wanting. Maybe you want to shift forward and back as you roll the spine or wiggle the hips. Allowing yourself to play with this movement. Walking the hands 1 step further away from the knees towards the top of the mat, tucking the toes under, sending the hips up and back, down dog. Pedaling out the legs, wiggling out the hips. And we'll shift forward through our plank pose. Exhale, lowering to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra with the hands together or under the shoulders this time. Exhale, soften. We'll circle the arms back around so they come alongside the legs. We're going to find a baby cobra again, this time without hands. With an inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the eyes. Your legs may lift or they may stay down. Reaching back towards the toes, pulling the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Holding here for a few breaths. Exhale, lowering down. Bringing the hands around and back to our tabletop. Sending the hips back, child's pose. Again, we have an option for a wide-legged child's pose with the toes together, knees apart, or to bring the legs together, Softening the chest, rolling the chin in, and dropping the forehead down. Inhale, lifting the eyes, walking the hands out in front so they're just past shoulders, tucking the toes to our down dog. Bringing the hands one step closer towards the toes, putting a bend to the knees so we can really press back through the hips. Another step closer towards the toes, pressing up and back through the hips. Walking the rest of the way in for our forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. We'll ragdoll our way to standing, starting at the very base of the spine, rolling one vertebrae up past the next, keeping the arms and the head heavy as we roll slowly towards standing. Lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, rolling them back and down. We're going to finish out with some happy elephants. So taking the feet a little wider than our normal mountain pose, a little wider than hips distance, taking the arms out to the side, and we'll rotate side to side, letting the arms fly, or we can let them come around and wrap and tap the body to help move that lymphatic system around a little bit more. Slowly letting the arms run out of momentum again, we'll bring the feet back in towards our mountain pose. Closing the eyes one last time. Taking a large breath in through the nose. We'll release it out as a sigh. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love and light.